Lesson 2. Using DDL commands to create and manage databases and tables. In this lesson, we will study 5 DDL commands such as create, alter, truncate, drop, and rename commands. Let us begin with the first DDL command, create command. Create is a DDL SQL command used to create a table or a database in a relational database management system. Creating a database. To create a database in RDBMS, create command is used. Following is the syntax. Where DB_name is the name of the new database. Note that database names must be unique within an instance of SQL Server. For example, to create a database with the name test, we write the following statement. Create database test. Note that SQL is not case sensitive, hence create in capital letters is the same as create in small letters. The test database we just create has no tables yet. Next, we are going to see how we can create tables. Creating a table. Create command can also be used to create tables. Now when we create a table, we have to specify the details of the columns of the tables too. We can specify the names and data types of various columns in the create command itself. Following is the syntax. Here is an example of this. The above command will create a new table with name student in the current database with 3 columns, namely student_id, name and age. Where the column student_id will only store integer, name will hold up to 100 characters and age will again store only integer value. Now, let us see the most commonly used data types for table columns. int, float and double are used for columns which will store numeric values. The difference between them is, int is used for integer numeric value, whereas double and float are used for storing decimal numbers. Char and varchar are used for columns with characters or string. The difference between varchar and char is, varchar is variable length, while char is fixed length. Date is used for columns which will store date values. Text is used for columns which will store text which is generally long in length. For example, if you create a table for storing profile information of a social networking website, then for About Me section you can have a column of type text. Now, let us move to the second DDL command, alter command. Alter command is used for altering the table structure, like adding a new column to an existing table, rename an existing column, change data type of any column or to modify its size. Drop a column from the table. Using the alter command to add a new column to an existing table. We can add a new column to an existing table using the alter command. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will add a new column, address, to the table student, which will hold data of type varchar which is nothing but string, of length 200. Add multiple new columns to an existing table. Using alter command we can even add multiple new columns to an existing table. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will add 3 new columns to the student table. Add column with default value. Alter command can add a new column to an existing table with a default value too. The default value is used when no value is inserted in the column. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will add a new column with a preset default value to the table student. Modify an existing column. Alter command can also be used to modify data type of an existing column. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will modify the address column of the student table to now hold up to 300 characters. Remember we added a new column address in the beginning. Rename a column. Using alter command you can rename an existing column. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will rename address column to location. Drop a column. Alter command can also be used to drop or remove columns. Following is the syntax. For example, the SQL statement below will drop the address column from the table student. Moving to the third DDL command. Truncate command. Truncate command removes all the records from a table. But, this command will not destroy the table structure. When we use truncate command on a table, its primary key is also initialized. Following is its syntax. For example, the query shown below will delete all the records from the table student. In the next lesson, which is about DML commands, we will study about the delete command, which is also more or less same as the truncate command. We will also learn about the difference between the two in the next lesson. Now, let us see the fourth DDL command. Drop command. Drop command completely removes a table from the database. This command will also destroy the table structure and the data stored in it. Following is its syntax. For example, the query below will delete the student table completely. Drop command can also be used on databases, to delete the complete database. For example, the query below will drop the database with name test from the system. The last DDL command for this lesson. Rename command. Rename command is used to set a new name for an existing table. Following is the syntax. For example, the query below will rename the table student to students_info. This is the end of lesson 2. In this lesson, we studied the data definition language, DDL. In particular, we discussed 5 DDL commands such as create, alter, truncate, drop, and rename commands. In the next lesson, we will study data manipulation language, DML. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.